I've been craving something sweet. I don't know why I said it like that. I thought it sounded pretty cool. Today I'll be going to 4 different dessert spots that have gone viral all over TikTok in Poland. Let's see if they live up to the hype. All of these bakeries are on the longest street in Europe, which is Piotrowska. There's also like -5 degrees, so I am freezing my tits off. I can't feel my fingers because, Jesus Christ, I don't have a cameraman today. Oh, look, cameraman's calling me. Video mein bol kuch.
What's up, chat? I know Chirag is...
Gan mara. I'm also going to all of these locations right after they've opened, so I get a fresh batch and there's no, chance of it being bad. With that, I welcome you to our first location. Right, we are at the first location. It's called Jemy Kremy, which literally translates to "we eat cream." I did not know this before coming here, but this bakery is fully vegan. I also asked the person inside how long they've been open, and they said they've had this location for close to a year, but before that they were somewhere else. So pretty new bakery. Now, according to the recommendation of the person serving me, I took the Lotus cinnamon bun. The last time we did try a vegan bakery in Germany, more precisely in Leipzig, it didn't go well, so I'm hoping this makes up for it. It's so cold outside, and it's so nice to stuff my face with something because then there's kinetic energy in my mouth, so that it's warmer in my mouth. Does that make sense? If you gave me this in a blindfold test, I could not tell you that this was vegan. The cream on the top, then the crunchiness from the Lotus biscuits, and then the cinnamon bun is done so perfectly. I fully understand why they're rated at 4.7 stars. Now, the only thing here is that they don't have like a big logo on the top. It's just a small board which says their name, which is kind of weird. And it's also kind of in an unconspicuous location. Piotrowska Street is right here, and it's pretty much a little bit to the side. It's a 5-minute walk, so nothing crazy. But there's not that many people here. I think this place is yet to blow up. I love cinnamon buns and I love Lotus, so that for me was the perfect combination. Can you see me, bro, blowing smoke? No, that's not vape. It's just cold as fuck. Now, funnily enough, when I was driving here, I had a warning in my car that I had a punctured tire. But then after I fueled up the car, suddenly it was fine and the warning went away. I'm not a mechanic. I never claimed to be a mechanic, but any mechanics in watching me, comment down below. On my way to the next bakeries, I had to do some side quests. So let me give you a bit of context. I parked in a spot which I wasn't sure if it's allowed to park or not, so I came to check because I was on my way to the second bakery. And from afar, I checked the car, there's nothing thankfully on it, it's not been blocked. I feel like I have a flat tire. Is that flat? It looks straight. Let me be a true man. Ugh. No, it has air. It'll be fine. Wow, look at this. Another episode of Adulting with Chirag. Dumbass doesn't know how to even check his tire pressures. Now, on this street, there is also this hotel called the Grand Hotel, which is a 5-star ultra luxury hotel. And there's a bunch of really nice cars parked here. Now, one of these cars is this Mercedes that I'm looking at. Why am I pointing it out? Is because there's this Polish YouTuber who's, I think, one of the most famous ones, called Książulo, and he has an exact car like that. I'm just not sure if the license plate is the same, so I'm gonna do a bit of stalking and I'm just gonna stand awkwardly in front of it while I find his license plate. Nothing like a bit of stalking your favorite YouTuber. And that is not the license plate. Heist failed, guys, heist failed. The next location is called Wkaduka, which literally means yeast roll. Now, I know this concept might seem foreign to some people because why would you roll a yeast? In each location, I'm just getting the thing that the salesman recommends me the first, which in this case was the yeast roll with raspberry and mascarpone. Let's give it a taste test. Oh my God, and it's got like filling inside. You can see it's got like filling in the middle. So I think on the right side that's mascarpone, and on the left side that is the raspberry. Oh my God. That might be the greatest yeast roll I've ever had in my life. I'm failing to find the words to describe it because it's so good. Oh my God. Why did I not know about this before? Why am I finding out about this now? Why was I not just here existing and just walking around and just found it by my own accord? You know, sometimes when you've had food that is so good that you just have to sometimes sit back and be like, what have I just eaten? What have I just put in my mouth? How have human beings constructed such an incredible of a thing that has just exploded in my mouth? I'm confidently speaking in public. Look at me. Hello, I'm here. That's how good this yeast roll has got me going, baby. Now, both locations that we've tested so far have been incredible. If I had to rank them, it would be tough because both of them are amazing. I've discovered something that I'm definitely going to come back in the future. I sound like such a paid actor right now, but I swear it's not a sponsored ad. The next place we are going to is Fabryka da Nata, which sells, you guessed it, pastel de nata. These are authentic Portuguese pastries filled with custard, and I've been to Portugal, so I've had my fair share of pastel de natas. So today we will find out if they're the same as the Portuguese ones, Cristiano Ronaldo, or not. Well, hello there. How are we doing? We have secured the 3 pastel de natas. I think we got 3 different flavors because I wanted to try all of them. I should have just gotten the classic one, but I saw they have chocolate and the raspberry pastel de nata, and I was like, ain't no way I'm not about to try it. There's a lot of people behind me for some reason. I don't know if they want to. Anyone want a pastel de nata? The packaging is so cute, just like the floral designs that you see stereotypically in Portugal. First up, we have the classic one. Yay! Cheers. That's bomb. Look, I love pastries and I love custard, so when you combine both, you can't go wrong. Now, when comparing this to the one I had in Portugal, it's awfully similar. I think after some point with pastel de natas, there's just a level where they're just all good and it's tough to differentiate between all of them. It just has to have the perfect custard to pastry ratio. I think they've buying this spot on, and oh, my 2 pastel de natas are... So on the left-hand side, we have a raspberry pastel de nata, and on the right-hand side, we have a chocolate pastel de nata. I have never encountered something like this, but I'll start off with the chocolate because I don't want to have a sour taste after the raspberry one. I got flakes all over me. Never in my life did I think I would eat a pastel de nata with chocolate, and I can happily say that I'm in love. How do people come up with stuff like this? I feel like the 3 things we've had today, they've all been incredible. I shouldn't be surprised because I eat pretty much everything, so I don't have that high standards, but I'm really, for the sake of the video, trying to find something to critique each of these places on, and I simply cannot. Here we go for the raspberry one. Holy shit. Personally, I'm not a big raspberry guy, but somehow in this video I've had 2 different things with raspberries in them, and holy shit, I think I love raspberries. Raspberries. I love raspberries. I had never in Portugal encountered either a chocolate or a raspberry pastel de nata. This place was the highest rated bakery that I chose out of the 4, and I completely understand why. And it's so tough for me to rank these because the yeast roll that I had was also incredible. I know they're completely different things. Hey, okay, but here's the thing. I'm ranking bakeries. I'm ranking, hey, I've had an incredible meal and I want to get some dessert. Where am I going? I'm gonna go in there again and get the same thing before my mom because she has to try this. It's kind of funny with this guy because he was in a TikTok where the shop was promoted and most of the comments was just women simping on him. They didn't even care about the pastel de nata and how good it looked. They were just like, for that man, I'd try anything. Unfortunately, I don't think the owner was in the shop, but maybe next time I'll come back and get some tips and tricks from him. Now, the last location, I've left this last for a reason because I'm most intrigued and excited to try it since it is crumble cookies. We've never had something like this in Łódź, and it's like the first of any in our city. Now there is a bit of a red flag because it is the lowest rated with only 4.0 stars. So a little bit skeptical, but of course it looks good on paper. There's only one way to find out. Now this place is called the Cookery, and it's also slightly away from the main longest street. Oh Jesus Christ, the wind is revealing my crooked hairline. Stop, wind. Apparently it was opened by a medical student who's always wanted to have his own bakery, and it's been an interesting story. He's open I think like 7 days a week from like 12 to 9 p.m. I'm not sure why it's the lowest rated bakery that we have on the list today, because the place looks incredible, and I don't think there's many other places in Łódź specifically that do these thick American style cookies. The branding is on point because I'm like 50 meters away, but I can already see it. Well, hello there. I welcome you for the final taste test of the video. And the setup may be a bit wonky because I am recording this from the top of the car. I tried finding some aesthetic background, but it's the best I can do. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the cookery. Now I asked her what is their bestseller, where she was like, I don't know. So I was like, okay, give me what's your favorite. And apparently this is her favorite. They had a bunch of different cookies, but all of them range within the same price range. You probably saw it on the screen. But let's give this one a taste test. It looks very gooey, it looks very big, just exactly what a crumble cookie should look like. Guys, move, box, move. I need to talk. I'm absolutely speechless. How the hell does this place have 4 stars? What the hell are people smoking? Because if there's a better spot than this for crumble cookies in Łódź, tell me. Am I missing something? It's got melted Milka chocolate in the middle and then the chocolate bar top, which I'm gonna consume right now. Are so good. I don't want this. I'm so happy I stopped myself at 1 because I feel like if I got more, I'd be in the hospital right now. I'm really trying to find critiques and bad things about all the places that I've had today, but somehow 4 out of the 4 places that I've had today have been incredible. It's sticking to the top of my mouth. That's how you know how much chocolate there is. Absolutely speechless and blown away by the concoctions I've eaten today. This is what completing life looks like. If I was in heaven right now, just imagine what I'd feel like. There's just sugar rushing through my brain. Everything that I've put in my mouth has been absolutely incredible. I swear I'm not sponsored. Look at the size of my channel. It's got 300 subscribers. Ain't no way someone wants to collaborate with me or sponsor or pay me to promote their thing. I eat everything, but truly, when there's things that surpass my expectations, I'm not shy to admit it. The sole fact that I'm able to talk in public and do all these hand maneuvers here and there should just tell you how good this is. The sugar rushing through my brain. I feel like I can run through a brick wall right now. I'm not gonna do that because probably not safe. I'm gonna get out of here before I get more diabetes. All of these places were amazing in their own way. I'm super happy that my home city has unique spots like this, and I cannot wait to explore more of them. Let me know which dessert you'd like to try the most and which places should I review next. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And I gotta go back. In the video, it looks incredible that like, oh, I'm just walking by and the camera's just there. But in real life, I have to set up the camera, walk back, walk to the front, and then come back for the camera again.